Thank you for listening and welcome to the Life Radio Show. I'm your host, Don Smith. Erica Russell sticks around to replace Kevin Rupert as guest co-host. Luke Capasso stops by to talk about comedy and fixing things in Yellow Springs. If you enjoy the show, like and follow the Life 1069 on Facebook and Don Smith Comedy on Twitter, or tune in live on Tuesdays from 7 to 9 p.m. on WWSU 106.9 FM, or you can stream the show live at wwsu1069.org.
Overwhelms me. The brutal presence overwhelms me.
All right. 103.36. Thank you. I thought it was 106.9. 103.36. Hey, we're back on the Life Radio Show. We're just shouting numbers at you right now. That's really all we do when we come back from the break, is we just shout random numbers at you. So 5693. I'm your host, Don Smith. Sitting in the studio with my guest co-host for the night, Kevin Rupert.
Still here.
My guest co-host, since she's sticking around for the next hour, Erica Russell, still with us.
Got nothing else going on.
Good to hear. That's that's glad that none of us have anything going on. That's Luke Capasso is now in with us.
Also
nothing going on for Luke. Okay.
You had food here, so
Yeah. We were talking a little bit about the fireworks competition and the saltiness. We won't talk about that.
We can talk about it if you want to talk about it.
No, it's all right.
I'm salty for different reasons.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Can we talk about the reasons you're salty?
Just that I was right. I was right, and I want Karen Jaffe to know I was right.
All right.
I have it in writing, so I can show her all the time, every year.
All right. Good.
It's between me and her. That's what good radio is where nobody understands.
Right, where it's just just a personal.
Yeah, personal beefs.
Yeah, personal beef going out over the air. That's perfect.
Yeah.
I've had a lot of those myself.
My neighbor blows their grass clippings into my yard. Don't like that either.
That is, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't mow my yard anymore.
Good.
I actually I'd let it go.
It's like Grey Gardensing up there? What's up?
What's that?
You're just Grey Gardensing up there?
That's
a very, it's a very niche reference. It's a Drew Barrymore movie where there are these two mother and daughter pair living on this grand estate in the 20s, and they just kind of let everything go.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I mean, a more cultured audience would probably understand that.
You know
reference.
what show you're on, right?
Well, you should know.
What I'm saying is, if you ain't mowing your lawn, something's going on.
Right.
Tell us.
Yeah. Well, I had to hire somebody to do it, so I just don't have the time.
He actually lives
I don't
in a
have the
studio
money either,
apartment,
so I haven't paid him, but they're still out there mowing, which is great.
Yeah.
What's that?
He lives in a studio apartment. So
Yeah.
That's what he said.
Yeah. No, I'm still in the house.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, she headed out. I'm still in the house.
All right. Yeah, you did it right this time. Yeah, you get your stuff. You go this time. I'm big.
Just trading off. That's a fun system. Like when your stuff's on the rocks, just be like, okay, let's set some ground rules here. Like you leave this time, I leave next time.
Yeah,
okay, we're
next
alternating.
Time you keep the house
until we figure out this isn't going to work.
Right.
If I were you, I'd just lay on the carpet and be
then
like,
we'll just
try to
burn
drag
the
me out of
house
this
down
house.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Just go limp.
Good
Just
luck.
let your body go limp. You can live here with my limp body.
That was part of the problem to begin with.
Yeah.
All the dead weight.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Just kidding. I'm hard as a rock.
Just kidding.
Just
Yeah.
kidding, not kidding.
Yep. See?
Yeah.
What a night. Anyway, where were we? We were talking about mowing the lawn.
Yeah.
Somehow we got on that. But what have you been up to? Nothing?
Not this. I'm still living the Dayton dream, really. Just, nothing. I mow my lawn.
That's good. That's good.
I work in my garden. I do that sometimes. I just did a tile project. That was exciting.
Yeah, I see some of your videos every now and then.
Yeah, occasionally they slip through.
Occasionally they slip through my filter and there's another one.
Yep. Done some shows, done some all right shows. Yeah.
Now you have a show coming up at Wiley's.
I do on July 19th. This is the smooth plug. That's a smooth segue.
That's all I wanted to do is just get that out there.
On butter. 19th and the 20th with yourself.
I'll be hosting and Bridget Denman will be your
the fantastic Bridget Denman. Yeah.
Out of Columbus.
She out of Columbus now?
Bridget? No, she's our Cincy
Cincinnati.
girl.
That's Cincinnati.
She was
Wasn't
dating.
in
Part of the
Columbus
Brat
at one
Pack.
time. I don't
Yeah, we
know.
lost her. She was dating for a while then.
Okay.
Yeah, Bridget's awesome. That'll be a great show. The three of you guys.
I can't keep up with all these moving comics. I'm not even sure where I'm from anymore. But no, that'll be a fun show. She was runner-up in last year's fireworks competition.
Oh, all right.
So, yeah.
All right, nice.
Bridget's one of those joke writers she's an absolute sniper. She writes like
Yes.
Hedberg. You know what I mean? There's such an economy of words. Every other sentence is a beautiful punchline.
Yeah.
One to go see, folks. Give us those dates again.
Absolutely. July 19th and 20th.
Beautiful.
July 19th will be at 8 o'clock, and the 20th will be 7:15 and 9:30. Yeah. Go to Wiley'sComedy.com. That's where you can find tickets for us and Luke
Yeah, don't
and Bridget.
the whole team.
Yeah, all of us. We'll all be
Yeah.
there. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty sure. Anyway, have you done any memorable shows that you want to talk about, or just talk
I did
about
my
your
show
construction?
at Go Bananas on a Tuesday. It was for some sort of dog thing. I don't know, something about
the Dog and Funny show at the
old-
Liberty Funny Bone.
the old Woof Woof and Rough show. No, it was something. Mr. Jabari McCoy put it on. Something about
okay.
pit bulls or something. These people that
Okay.
want people to like pit bulls.
There's so many fundraiser shows these days.
Yeah.
It's hard to keep
Yeah.
up with them.
You know what, though? I was at that show. It was amazing. For a Tuesday,
It's packed.
man,
Yeah, it
the
was
house
really-
was packed. Every single comic brought it. It was so well done. I feel like there's a...
White ladies love dogs.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
and
yeah.
there's an overlap between people who love animals and people who love to laugh. So it was a great show.
Good deal.
And we were able to take a lot of dogs off the street, so it was good.
One of them was Luke.
Yeah.
They got
Nice lady in a
taken
tube
off.
top. Took him right off the street afterward.
Old
She's
dirty.
like, hello.
Come here, you dirty dog.
Is
I'll pet you.
Yeah, did
Feed
name
you
you
snacks.
Scruffy? Is that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Get the fleas off you.
Yeah, sometimes you got to do that. Sorry.
Yeah.
What's that? Oh, okay. You don't have a mic, Patrick. You can't talk. You're breaking the rules. Get back in your stem.
Yeah.
Rupert, you're awful quiet over there. You're not a very talkative co-host.
I was going to say both these
I'm
guys.
losing it because I haven't slept in 48 years.
I got you. Well, I'll say a little something. I was going to say these guys are both on the Barrel of Laughs comedy show.
Who are
on
these
August
guys,
15th.
Kevin? They're not in the studio. Name names.
Luke Capasso, Erica Russell. Luke's headlining.
For the July
In your
For
face,
the,
Erica.
the August.
I'm
gonna
August
get ya.
show.
I'm gonna
We're
get ya.
we're skipping July,
Oh, okay.
but yeah, August 15th. They're both on that show, so that's pretty exciting.
That is exciting. That'll be a
fun.
good show. Barrel's always a fun show to do.
It's a cool venue. Yeah, I like that place.
I think I've been there 3 times now.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah.
Kevin Rupert, can I ask you a sidebar question?
Sure. What's up?
Just one sidebar question for
No,
Kevin
you're
Rupert.
good.
I'm sorry.
This is a free for all. I don't care. We
sorry.
we got 45 minutes to go.
I'm Mike Pence's deputy chief of staff,
Right,
so I'm ready for whatever you got.
Have I ever seen you in anything but a black T-shirt?
Probably not. I'm pretty.
Is
I'm
this a
pretty
uniform?
plain.
Is this a uniform? Is it a choice? Is it an aesthetic? How's it
That's
working? I want to
what
know
high
everything.
performing CEOs do. They wear the
Exactly,
same
yeah.
thing
Yeah,
all the time.
I mean, you look like Steve Jobs every time I see you, and I respect it. It's a pattern I realized I've noticed.
I'm kind of like a cartoon character, where I just wear the same outfit just all the
Right.
time, just to
You have a
simplify.
whole
Well,
closet
that's
full
Steve
of
Jobs.
just the same. Yeah.
Zuckerberg, Santa Claus, same outfit every time. And
Pattern.
those guys are.
Ted
It's a power
Bundy,
move, dude.
Right.
Unabomber. But yeah, I mean, I just try and keep it simple, and I've got a lot of black T-shirts, and I've got like a blue one and then like a red one here and there, but it's mainly just plain T-shirts and jeans.
He's a Russian spy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
He's definitely a
nondescript,
Russian spy. That's the thing. He wants to
Gonna-
look the same all the time, so he seems nondescript, and we don't notice him.
Yeah. Exactly. Can you describe him? Close your eyes. You don't even know what he
He's
looks
my
like.
90-day fiance. I haven't told you
Well,
guys
there you
this
go.
yet,
There you
but
go. Congratulations.
Rupert, I shipped him over from St. Petersburg about
That's right.
2 months ago.
That's right.
We're on 90-day fiance right now.
You better hurry then. You only got a month left.
Yep, it's getting dicey. Real dicey. He is not getting along with my stepkids.
With your stepkids?
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I've still got stepkids from my previous marriage. That's a fun thing.
Oh, okay. Oh.
They're not even your kids. I know, but they're yours too now.
Yep. They're your step kids.
I got them all black
I'm
T-shirts.
just keeping all my layers of
Right. You're just like forming a cult.
Exactly.
At this point, you're just anybody that comes within your circle. You just glom onto them, and they
now
stay.
you got it. Now you got it, baby. You got my MO.
Nice. That
Creating a hive over here,
is that what
like
that
them
was?
Alabama wasps.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I'm doing.
Super nest. You're creating a super
The Erica
nest.
Russell super
Yeah.
nest.
Yeah, but it's your antifreeze. It's your
Don't
inner
fly within my
antifreeze.
airspace, guys, unless you won't get stuck.
Oh, Butch, is he still going? Jeez. He said he's at Wiley's the 21st, I think. Oh, great. I'm on that show, too.
Is this someone from the online community?
What's that? Yeah, we're Facebook Live right now.
all right.
So, people can join in and comment. And
That's why I dress nice.
Butch hasn't left, so I keep
All
telling him it's past his bedtime.
Yeah.
He just needs to at least take a nap.
Get it together, Butch.
Or that one guy. So anything else exciting going on? You do a lot of home repairs. Are these all your home, or do you ever invade somebody else's and fix? Because I got a lot of stuff broken.
Believe it or not, the comedy game isn't the road to riches. A lot of people think it is. I don't know. I know it's
Weird.
not that way for you.
Right.
For
Yeah.
Some of us, we have to get little side hustles, and that side hustle usually makes a lot more than the actual hustle. So,
right.
So some of them are my house, and some of them are other people's houses.
Because you've been doing that for a while. You're just like the handyman's comic, or the handyman's comic, or the comics handyman, or something like that.
Or the handy.
handy.
Yeah, the guy for the handies. That's
that guy. Yeah.
Randy with the handies. That's
whatever it takes to make
Wait,
money.
tell him the name of your company, though, because that's really clever.
It's Fixing Things in Yellow Springs is the name of my company.
Love it.
Yeah.
Very clever.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's pretty.
Because see, he's
pretty
living in
descriptive.
Yellow
That's
Springs,
exactly-
guys,
yeah.
and he's fixing things.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, where he
Fixing
he
things
lived
in Yellow
where he
Springs.
lives.
Boom.
Yep. That's what
It all started out because he had a neighbor that wouldn't fix anything, and he just went over and started repairing stuff for him.
Actually, when I was first there, that was when I was in the RV, and I'd pull the RV up and work from that like a old school gypsy. It was nice. It's like some Irish pikey in
You
his
just
cart.
camp out in their yard until they finally told you to leave. Repair was done months ago. You're still hooked into their electric and everything.
Yep.
Recharging my saw.
Yeah. Yeah. That's it. I'm on break.
Yep, you clearly never worked with a contractor before.
Yeah.
Probably better than most contractors I've worked with. I'd like to give a shout out right now to Skanska. Skanska, we've dealt with them for a while at one of my buildings, and they won't fix crap. Where they
Aren't they a general contractor?
They are, and they are bad.
That's what used to be my game, not Skanska, but same sort of company like that. They used to be mine. Yeah.
Do you know who they are? So
Oh, I
do
know
you
them
know
very
anybody
well.
that works for them?
No, I work
Tell them
for.
I got some questions, and I got some things broken at one of the buildings they're built that's still under warranty, and I need them to get their butts out there and actually do something.
Well, I'll lay
But
down
you
the
know
law.
what, Don? You know what? That's how you're going to learn. Okay, I speak from experience. I lived in a trailer by
We've
myself
heard.
for a year. I don't know if anyone knows.
We've-
Trailer Park Queen. Okay. And I had to kick my good-for-nothing husband out and get a restraining order, but I had to live in this place and maintain it myself. So, like, necessity breeds education.
Right.
So, like, my pipes froze one winter.
She
Had to
said
go
incessity.
Right. Yeah. Right. Well, it was Missouri.
All right.
St. Louis, Missouri. Oh, Hazelwood, Missouri.
Hazelwood.
Estates. Don't call it estates.
Oh,
It's a
that
trailer park.
sounds like a fabulous dream vacation.
Right?
there.
But no, my pipes froze. So, in other words, like, I find myself doing all this stuff, which I actually accrued kind of an impressive wealth of practical skills, like just
Yeah.
from having to do it.
Yep.
Like
Well-
my pipes froze, so I had to rent a torpedo heater. Put that
Don't
thing
get me
under there.
wrong. I know what needs to be done, and I know how to do it.
He's making this about him.
But-
I'm taking it personal.
It's under warranty, and they need to get out and fix it.
They do, but just like a husband needs to get out and fix
Maybe
it.
they're
I couldn't
enabling
make
it.
him
Right.
do it. I got myself a pair of Carhartts, got under that beast.
Because what's
Yeah.
going to happen is it's going
Put
to go
myself some
it's going to
heated
go
tape, it's
past the
inflation.
warranty, and then I'll have to fix it anyway.
You know what they're doing? They're like, we're empowering Don
Exactly.
to get
yeah.
out there.
I already
Yeah,
know
they're
what
trying to
I'm doing. I
empower
already
you,
know
Don.
how to do it because it's what I do.
Yeah.
They're just supposed to be doing it.
Yeah, I'm with you 100%.
And my boss won't let me do it because they're supposed to be doing it. In the meantime, I have people that are complaining
Yeah.
to me.
It just wasn't necessarily as interesting as my story was.
It wasn't. Go ahead, finish.
No, I mean.
Oh,
that's
you're done
it.
now?
I
that
can't.
was all of it.
It
Yeah.
got you all upset.
No, I'm just saying. No, I really like Luke's videos. Getting back to your point about like what he does, that's so interesting. Is like you don't often see like comics who are really into that kind of handyman craftsmanship stuff.
Right.
And he does a really good job marrying like his sense of humor and these instructional videos with like some really good practical skills. So
Right.
definitely, what's your YouTube channel, man?
My name Luke Capasso. Thank you for that. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No, it's good
Yeah.
stuff. Like even stuff I'm not necessarily interested in. It's like, oh wow, this is interesting all of a sudden because he's talking about it, you know? So it goes to show like, I think when you're a comic and you have these individual areas of interest or hobbies or whatever, there's really cool ways that you can marry them with how you present yourself.
You are out guest co-hosting my guest co-host, by the way.
Oh,
This is
sorry.
my
No, no. It's,
I'll
it's,
concede
it's
that.
fabulous. Yeah, you're fired, Rupert.
I totally agree.
yeah.
Yeah, because you're just sitting there. And you don't help
I
at all,
submitted
you
my
know.
resignation like 5 minutes ago. I slid it across the.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet. So, okay, there it is. All right, that's. Well, welcome my new guest co-host, Eric.
I got nothing else going on. That's my catchphrase. That's my new catchphrase, dude.
Yep. I think that might be the title of this show so far. Is just nothing else going on.
I got nothing else going on.
You write that down. Talk amongst yourselves because I'm
I'll
doing a
give you a
terrible
sword
job
pick.
tonight.
He is neither a pea nor a nuts.
Huh?
Linda Richmond.
Nobody's talking. Nobody's talking.
How come when you were
Oh,
quiet, I
okay.
could hear your voice on the speaker outside? Is that you?
It's
What?
on your head.
What's that? Is it?
We're on
my
a delay.
pills? All right.
We're on a delay in case I say
In case my nipple
words
comes
I
out.
can't say.
All right. Okay. All right. Yeah. I was hoping
What's
it
that?
wasn't like a flashback or something was happening.
Wait,
That
what's
could be
everyone
too,
doing for
that
the
could
4th of July?
4th of July. I am, well, actually, I was supposed to be celebrating my No Dependence Day because I was scheduled originally for my vasectomy tomorrow. But that got postponed.
For real?
Rim shot.
Yes,
Is that
yes,
true?
For real. It was scheduled and it got rescheduled to August 7th, I believe now. So
Oh, we're going to be vasectomy brothers, man. I get mine on, I think, the 14th. 2 days before
Hey,
your show.
and
so
that's,
I'll be like,
that's
wow,
my
big
birthday.
ghost diaper.
So, yeah.
On behalf of women everywhere.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Getting our balls
Well, yeah, you
chopped
gotta-
at the same plate.
You gotta do, I'm 42 years old. I don't, it's too late for that.
You guys mind if I get in on this action? This sounds pretty fun.
Oh, yeah, we'll get a
We'll just
threefer.
do a whole thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it'll be a triple V.
Let me ask you.
It's got to be a Groupon or something, you know.
Yeah, triple.
You guys have like a guys weekend.
triple V for victory.
Snipped up.
Yep, and all we're doing is just sitting around with a bag
We'll
of
sit
frozen
around and
peas
watch
on our nuts.
we'll watch Die Hard and all these old movies. We'll have our legs up in the air with frozen peas on our balls.
Yep.
This would be like a cool weekend.
This is
You know what's funny is this was scheduled for tomorrow originally, and
I'll do it, dude. Let's get those balls out.
Hey,
Let's-
all right, hell. No, it was scheduled for tomorrow. I went to the Drop Comedy Club on Saturday to see Charlie Hester and her album recording up there.
All right.
And they did a drawing at the end of the show, and one of the things they were giving away was from a urologist that had a little goodie bag of vasectomy supplies. And they drew my name.
You won a vasectomy
I was like, are you
raffle?
kidding me?
How has this not even come up yet, dude?
Yeah.
Huh?
You won a vasectomy raffle?
No,
this
I
should have
didn't.
been up top on the show.
I didn't win the vasectomy. I won the little supplies for it that they just happened to have there. As
But you
one of the
also
drawings,
happened
but I
to be
won,
having a
and I was
scheduled
already
vasectomy.
scheduled for it. Yes, I had my consultation.
Wow, talk
and was
about
already
kismet.
supposed to go in. So yeah, it's like that. Okay, so
All right. Let's talk turkey about your
Okay,
balls.
okay.
All right. Okay.
let's talk.
How long did they give you after you get snipped to come in and get checked? They're like
They really haven't given me times yet.
they haven't
As
done any
far
of
as
this
when I
stuff.
come
All
back,
right.
I went in for the consultation. They basically
Did they try to talk you out of it?
No, they did not.
Oh,
They took one look at me and said, "Please, we're scheduling this.
yeah.
We don't want more of that in the world."
This guy was giving me the business like I didn't
Yeah,
know what it was.
And they looked at Luke and went, "Oh no!"
Oh, look, we need more of that in the world.
I hear it's 2 to 3 months, depending on how many times you
Get snipped.
depending on how many times you pleasure yourself.
Oh, daily.
Clear the pipes. Yeah, you got to keep the pipes clean.
Fascinating.
Yeah,
Well,
but
yeah.
they told me 4 months, and I lost. I was like, dude, he goes, this is what the guy told me. He goes, 4 months or 12 ejaculations. It's like, man, I did 12 before breakfast time. Like,
Exactly.
you're gonna
12
4 months.
ejaculations.
What
What am I
kind of
going
s-
to do with the rest of my day?
Yeah, this is a sad life you live. 12 ejaculations.
I know it's funny, but okay.
Well, all right. You want to race me? Let's go. Let's go. I'm ready. You think
All right,
that's-
clear the desk.
those
Let me
numbers
move
are
my
weak,
phone.
bro.
You guys go at it.
I'm learning so much.
Oh yeah.
At least we're not in Texas with the.
That's
ban
true.
on
That's true. Yeah, we'd all be in prison.
When freedom's outlawed, only the outlaws are free. I'll go down there and jack it around for 'em. I'll be the Yosemite Sam at jacking off down there.
But here's the funny. I have questions about my urologist that I'm going to because he seems kind of just not really up with things that need to be done or sharing information. He's kind of like, all right, come in, we'll do it, and that's pretty much it.
You know what? I like that better.
Really,
the dude that I was like, first he's talking to me like he's like, well, what about your wife? And I was like, well, she doesn't have balls, and I don't have a wife, so. And then he's like, what about your kids? And this is I was getting angry with him because he's like, I didn't know what a vasectomy was. Like, I didn't schedule this appointment.
Right, yeah.
And I wanted to go through the VA, so I had to go through the VA first, and then they sent me off because I guess they don't cut balls down there. I don't know.
At the VA, they don't?
Yeah, I don't know what the
The
deal
Army
is.
generally likes them with the balls on it.
Yeah, they want your anger.
They have a
like
little
all
more
pent
aggression
up.
that way.
But then he's
I
like,
hope it doesn't destroy my comedy career. So
Yeah, so
be able to be
he's
as angry anymore.
trying to see if I'm really, like I wasn't sure of what the procedure was or it was how. And then he's like, what about your kids? I was like, I'm not trying to have kids with my kids either. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, what are you talking about,
We're
dude?
not snipping them yet.
And then finally, a guy was like, dude, I know what this appointment, I know what a vasectomy is, and that is what I want. I got 2 kids. I don't want any more. Just cut my balls, dude. That's your job.
Yeah, my doctor was kind of just straight to the point. He talked a little bit about this and that. And
yeah, you should take that personally. But I'd
I
rather
did.
have that be,
I absolutely did. I
Yeah.
thought, surely you could say, don't you want to freeze some? But he's like, nope, we got to get this out of there. We got to get that out of the gene pool. We want no more of it.
I mean, I've been freezing some anyway. But
What's that?
I said I've been freezing them anyway, but
Just for personal, just for personal reasons.
yeah.
Yeah, we got a whole freezer full. It's okay.
Yeah.
That is disconcerting.
Well,
Actually,
he's
it's
going
funny.
for a Guinness record.
The worst
for the
daiquiri
amount of
ever.
frozen sperm.
Worse. More like pina colada.
Yeah.
It's funny that you guys got your vasectomies or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was trying to come up with cool breathes for vasectomy. Couldn't
a
do it on the
breeze.
fly. But no, in the same timeline, actually, like just about 3 weeks ago, I had my IUD
Vasectomy?
replaced.
All right.
I had-
Oh, okay.
Right, I'm honored that you think. It's for a lady. I do got some big brass ones.
Big brass.
Up top, fooling you. No, so I went to get my IUD replaced. So we're all being equally sexually responsible. Good golf
Responsible.
clap for
Yeah,
all of us.
Yes.
Very delicate
Yes.
golf clap.
Rupert,
I brought condoms. You
all
guys
right,
want some?
perfect.
I'll just pass them out.
Let's party,
Keep-
cowboy.
Let's get it.
But no, listen, so the first time I had this done, and for women, I don't think dudes know this, so you can just get this little, copper Pikachu looking thing. It's like that big. They just stick it up in your uterus, and for 5 years, you get no pee rods and no risk of pregnancy. And it's heavenly. So I got mine replaced. When I went to the doctor, they were like, oh, wait, how old is your IUD? And I'm like, oh, because it's a 5-year IUD. And I'm like, I remember it was one of those cicada years. But they're the 14-year ones, and then there's the 17-year ones, and I got all confused. They're like, okay, let's just, Miss Russell, let's just go ahead and replace this.
We'll
I was
go
like,
ahead.
okay.
Yeah.
But I was dreading it because, as easy and efficacious as this is, it's really, really painful. The first time I got it done, it was the most painful experience ever. It only lasts for a little bit, but no one tells you that. They're like, look at this cute little Pikachu thing,
Yep,
no
that's all
problem.
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so this time, and I'm on Medicaid right now. Yay, comedy, making tens of dollars a year. So I was worried about getting this replaced on Medicaid. The women who did it were hilarious. And they were making me laugh so hard during it that they were like, stop making her laugh, Patricia. She's going to laugh the speculum out, which the women know what the speculum is.
Right.
But
Duckbill.
they were absolutely gross. It didn't hurt at all.
We're men of the world. We know.
Yeah.
I just want to give a shout out to the lady doctors at Christ Hospital in Cincinnati, and just say Medicaid was a better experience than I ever had with private insurance. They were fantastic. The woman, she's like, I'm just going to go measure your cervix. And then one of them's like, hey, have you ever seen Doug Stanhope? Because when the doctors find out that you're a comedian, just all bets are off. The rest of their day sucks, So they're just making conversation and having fun in one appointment.
Well, I think
But-
my doctor found out I was a comedian. That's why he didn't ask if I wanted to reconsider.
And neither did they.
He said, I've seen your YouTube videos.
Yeah.
We're
But
done.
shout out to Medicaid and shout out to Sexual Health Gang. Take
Good
care
deal,
of your
good
nads
deal.
if you don't want to repro.
Yeah.
Word. All right, Patrick, I think we need to take our mid-hour break or whatever it is. We need to just, all this ball talk.
Sponsored by Gerber.
Yeah. What's that?
Sponsored by
What's
Gerber.
on it? Yeah, I guess I could tell you, or we could keep it a secret. This, man, this depressing songs. Last one was Blue 52. This will be Sorrow's song with a song called "I Died Too." Great for comedy. All right, Patrick, hit it.
And I want to look him straight in the eye, and I want to tell him what a cheap, lying, no-good, rotten, four-flushing, low-life, snake-licking, dirt-eating, inbred, overstuffed, ignorant, blood-sucking, dog-kissing, brainless, dickless, hopeless, heartless, fat-ass, bug-eyed, stiff-legged, spotty-lipped, worm-headed sack of monkey shit he is. Hallelujah! All these... Where's the Tylenol?
Alone, alone, alone. Alone, alone, alone. Death is a lonely place. It's something you have to face. Alone, alone, alone. Death is a bitter taste. It's something you have to embrace. Alone, alone, alone. Remember me when you start to heal. Remember me when no one else will. Remember me when the picture fades. Remember me just in case.
Hey, this is Don Smith from the Life Radio Show. Do you like telling jokes? Are you the class clown? Do your friends always tell you you're funny? You want to prove them wrong? Well, nearly every Sunday, Wiley's Comedy Club at 101 Pine Street in Dayton's Oregon District brings you Wiley's Sunday Comics. You can be the one on stage making people laugh. Or not. All you have to do is send an email to Wiley'sSundayComics@gmail.com and follow the instructions in the reply email, and you can tell jokes at Ohio's oldest comedy club.
Hey man, this is Donnie Baker at Wiley's Comedy Club, and you're listening to WWSU 106.9. I swear to God.
All right, we're back on the Life Radio Show for our last 20-some minutes before we have to call it a week again. And I won't be here next week. Next week we'll have a pre-recorded episode with Charlie Hester, Aaron Ryan, and John Morris, I believe. So you'll enjoy that in my absence. All right, Kevin Rupert's still in, has resigned as guest co-host, so now you're pretty much a lump on a chair right now, Rupert. That's yeah, you are like it's like Patrick, you, us.
I got you.
Welcome to Hollywood, kid. It's a fickle town.
It's a tough business.
You've been replaced by my new guest co-host, Erica Russell.
Oh, hello, everyone.
Doing a fantastic.
I'm so charming.
Luke Capasso's still in there. Testicle still intact so far.
They're still,
nothing. No vasectomies happened during the break.
Yeah, I'm getting pretty pregnant left and right. I gotta get these taken care of.
Yep. I'm worried about Kevin right now. I'm worried about you, Rupert.
It's not. If it won't be for lack of trying, I'll tell you that. Whether his ground's fertile, that's his business. But that's right.
But you're planting it no matter what.
Planting, crop seeding, the whole deal.
But we don't know what Rupert's up to. It's just these kind of like nice little white milk toast guys that have families in 5 different states. You know what I mean? We don't know.
Or have families in their 5 different basements.
Yeah.
Not all his families, just random families.
I need a rim shot up here, man. Give me a drum set if I'm going to be co-hosting.
We'll work on that for next time. Right? Yeah. We'll get you. We'll get you squared away. Do we want to hit some news stories? Yeah, me either.
Always.
So let's go ahead and do that. Oh, what do we got? A New Hampshire man. I love this one. A New Hampshire man who allegedly growled at and bit a police canine was arrested Friday, officials said. Officers from Manchester Police Department were called after Matthew Williams, 35, of Nashua, was reported to be behaving erratically in a hotel room. Investigators said Williams wouldn't respond to their calls to leave the hotel room or answer his phone and was instead yelling, throwing items, and acting aggressive. Soon, a New Hampshire State Canine Unit team was called to the scene. But when the dog entered the hotel room, Williams allegedly wrapped his arms around the dog and struggled with him, according to authorities. At one point, Williams growled, opened his mouth, and bit the dog on the top of the head.
Well, looks like the tables have turned.
I thought my ex-husband was in jail. This guy's look, if he ain't going to speak human, I'm going to speak dog.
You know what I think? I think that police dog brutalized that man, and the police dog wrote that report his way. That's
that
the way.
Be.
Yeah,
that's
the way.
Police dog brutality.
Absolutely.
And he's about the spin, baby.
Absolutely.
He's like, that man bit me first.
Yeah, because that canine dog came out. That canine police officer came out and had one of the other officers bite him in the head, so it looked like he was attacked.
You seen a German Shepherd, angry police dog? You're going to hold that thing down and bite it on the head? No.
I bet they even planted a leash on him.
Yeah, I bet.
I used to train these things, not accredited or nothing, but I know how to get to him.
Yep, that's how they know. I'm one of them.
Yeah.
I'm the alpha male in this hotel room.
And if that dog allowed that to happen, that dog's weak. I don't feel like a German Shepherd that I've ever seen would let you take it down. A police dog?
Right, exactly. No, yeah,
I'm with that man all the way. And it was his room. He paid to do it's his room. I'm calling you, telling you to leave the room. Be like, is my credit card clear? Then kiss my ass.
Exactly.
This is my room. And that's just, I'm at the Red Roof Inn.
Right. Well,
Room
yeah, this
6.
is definitely a Red Roof story.
Yeah, this is
It didn't even
Motel
name the
6
hotel.
style.
We could
Yeah,
tell
yeah.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, that would be like a really good Twitter account, just Red Roof Inn stories. I bet there are
Yeah.
enough that naturally occur a week that you could like make a Florida man type thing out of that, you know?
I think that might be the episode title, just Red Roof Inn stories.
Yeah. But he's going to go to jail for assaulting a police officer.
Absolutely.
The
Yeah,
dog,
I believe they're legally qualified as officers.
Yeah,
so-
no, I had a friend in high
Same.
school who kicked a police dog one time. The dog he had a IROC convertible. Very
The
Classic
dog did?
companions you got there,
the
Capasso.
the car did.
The
or
police,
the dog did.
The police
Yeah.
dog had an eye. Well, yeah,
Sunglasses.
he probably deserved to be kicked.
Leather jacket. No, and he was
Short skirt.
the dog
deserved
was,
it.
the dog was scratching up the seat. And he's like, "Officer, do something about the dog scratching up my cool car." And the dog kept scratching. And then he gave the dog a little kick. And
Well, yeah, he didn't want him to find
and then
the
he
weed
got
in
a
the
lot of
seat.
kicks. So I didn't say we were good friends, but we.
Oh,
were
okay.
friends.
So no, you're not still in touch with him.
No,
Oh, okay.
not recently.
Not really.
I'll check in though. Get back with you guys.
All right. Well, yeah, you got to make sure. Just that way we can complete the whole story.
I learned more about the prison. That's where I learned about prison stuff through him.
Yeah.
But
well, that makes sense.
He didn't get the respect as someone who kicked a police officer.
Right, because he kicked the dog.
Because he kicked it.
essentially, you know. Even though it was a
Kicked the
police
drug-sniffing
dog.
dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't
Blindsided.
even like a takedown dog. It was just
Like,
drug
yeah, and if you
sniffing
go to
dog, yeah.
jail after that, like, what are you going to tell your cellies? Or, like, what you in for? You're, like, assaulting an officer, and they're like, hell yeah, man. Who? And
Yeah.
you're like, a dog. And then they just kill you. Like, you
Yeah.
literally get
Officer
killed.
Bowser.
Yeah.
That's got to be worse than being, like, a sex offender, because everyone
Right.
likes a dog,
Exactly,
man.
exactly.
Like,
Well, I'd say in prison, a lot of them probably don't like police dogs, though.
yeah, but it's not the same. I mean, if you're charged as assaulting an officer, it's
Well, yeah,
a
that's
bit of a
No
yeah,
more
it's-
respect.
Yeah,
misrepresentation
little bit
of the
more,
actual
little bit more,
offense.
yeah.
is all I'm saying.
Like if you assaulted
And
a
besides,
police,
it was
police
like
bear,
you said,
that'd
it
be
was a drug
manly.
sniffing dog, so it wasn't even like because this was probably a takedown unit. They have different dogs for different jobs. You don't have your good drug sniffing dog go into go right into
Yeah,
the
bro,
fire
but it was
like
a
that.
narc dog. I mean, is that your argument
Yeah,
inside?
yeah, he's right. Yeah, that dog's a narc.
Oh, well, if it was a narc dog, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a female and bitches get stitches. I guess.
Ah, there you go.
Well, it was a dog. It was a dog,
dog.
Patrick. So yeah,
Come
it's
get
a
us,
female
FCC,
dog.
and
That's
your Black Hawk
just
helicopters.
look it up. Look it
Ready?
up. I don't mean look it up on the FCC rules because F them. A man. This is a heartwarming story. A man was crushed and killed by a giant safe on Sunday while attempting to move the 600-plus pound equipment in Lower Manhattan. The unidentified man and two friends were trying to get a large safe down a flight of stairs at 76 Mott Street, in case you need to know where the splatter is, around 4:30 p.m. when they lost control, according to law enforcement sources. The safe, which weighs between 600 and 800 pounds, slid down the stairs and pinned the man against the wall of the stairwell. The reason I put this in there is the quotes from this neighbor. It was heavy, too heavy. Man was moving it from fourth floor and it come down on him. Sometimes you love a story just for the quotes. It was
the
heavy.
tragedy is
Yeah.
genuinely regrettable.
Yeah, but it was heavy.
I mean,
Too
could they
heavy.
not find another more erudite neighbor to comment on the story?
No, they just
It
this
was
was
heavy.
the one they wanted. This was probably the only survivor in that building. The rest of them had all been crushed by previous safes.
Do we know what was in the safe?
They should have found out. I'd say probably.
Couple bodies?
I just feel bad because that seems like the kind of stupid thing I'd get roped into doing. Hope
I was
someone
going
move
to
a
say,
safe.
me too. Me
It's
too.
got to be an Acme safe too,
Yeah, it's good.
and I'm
yeah.
sure his nickname was Wiley. If it wasn't, it is now.
Yeah.
Well, this is actually a kind of a sidebar fun fact, but what I'm known for, what I'm here for,
Perfect.
baby. No, there was an article in the New York Times about, I want to say 5-10 years ago, where they talked about the best test for figuring out whether a couple would make it long term in their relationship was to move a large piece of furniture up and down a flight of stairs together to see how they communicated whilst doing it. And that would be a sadder iteration of this story.
So
if they
you're
were just
saying-
like, hey,
You're saying
maybe
his
Lou and Phil were
fiance,
like,
his 90-day fiance, let go of the safe.
we can do this. It's the test of our communication skills. Because that's what it's supposed to be.
go.
They like if you can move a couch up and down a flight of stairs with your, betrothed or whatever your intended, and do it fairly easily, that is supposed to predict that you will have a successful relationship in the long run. And if you yell and scream at each other and you drop
women to move my
thing,
furniture around for about 3 years.
Yeah, you just
now.
tell them that. And
Be like, I want to tell if you're the
one.
one or not.
that's the angle, right?
I'm
I
gonna need
created
you,
a monster.
I'm
I
gonna need
wish
you
I
to
never
stack
shared
those
it.
bricks by my back fence if you could.
Yep.
No, the way I test, I'm working on this for a couple weeks now.
Okay.
To know if a woman's the one, you sneak up behind her with a plastic bag and throw it over her head, and you hold it real tight around her neck. If she's too stupid to rip it around where her mouth is, because most women will grab it at the neck, like, I can't breathe. But all they got to do is open the mouth, and they can breathe. But a lot of women just panic. And you're like, you're not going to be good in a panic situation.
You're not going to last.
Because you're too dumb. So you're like, ooh, you rip the mouth hole open. And that's 1 out of 10 women can do that.
Exactly. If they don't know how to rip a mouth hole, it's not going to work.
She ain't going to make it.
That is brilliant. That's absolutely brilliant.
Wait, if you know it's 1 out of 10, how many times have you done this?
I don't take them to death, but I take like it's loose
at
enough
least
around the
divisible
neck.
in tens.
That's right.
But I mean, after then they're like, "Whoa!" I was like, "Get your stuff and get out. You're done. You ain't for me. You're
So
fine
New
for
York
somebody."
has its own relationship test, and Florida has Luke's, right?
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
what you
Yeah,
do in
that's
mine.
Florida if you want
That
to
you've
test.
adopted it. You've
Yeah.
adopted it, or they've got taken it from you.
Other one is you screw their front door shut and you set their house on fire. And if they don't figure out to smash a window and get out, and they just stand there running around, it sorts itself out. But if you come out, then you're like, "Hey, baby," and you're the one,
Yep,
and
you
you're on bended knee. That's the final test.
Yeah, that is the. Yeah, that's
And they say like there's
that is
actually
a great
there's something
surprise
to that.
proposal too.
Yeah.
Absolutely, they say that couples are you bond with one another through experiences such as skydiving,
Right.
bungee jumping. That
Setting
are
their- setting their house
adrenaline-charged
on fire.
activities,
Yeah.
right?
Right,
When you
right.
experience a giant rush of adrenaline with someone, you feel more bonded to them.
That
So
is-
what he's doing in terms of the suffocating and the setting the house on fire, I think there's something to it because you
That is
propose
brilliant.
after that.
That is
Oh my
brilliant.
goodness, the endorphins, the adrenaline. I mean, she's gonna say yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's
she's
something to
either
it.
going to say yes or she's going to go one
Yeah.
or the other. One
Yeah.
or the other. That was,
Question is, what if she's an autoerotic asphyxiator and you do that?
that's part of the test.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You mean if she just gets so hot that she doesn't rip the mouth open, she takes
Right.
it the wrong way?
Well, she rips the mouth open at the last minute. Like right before losing consciousness.
It's really Darwinian what Capasso's doing over here. It's
Sorting them out.
absolutely. This is a renegade. I mean, he's a maverick in the area of relationship studies. I think there's something to this. There's a book here.
Steve Harvey
But we'll
can
call it maximum
F right off.
capacity.
That's what- yeah.
Brilliant.
Yes.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Now we need a rim shot for that one.
We're a think tank in here, gang.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Luke, where do you get your bags at typically? Is it Kroger's or
Just-
like?
yeah, regular. I save
Okay.
them because I don't want like.
Well,
a
yeah,
friend
you
of
got to
the planet.
recycle. That's
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
it's
it.
just responsible.
Yeah. Yeah. So then
You got to keep it eco-friendly.
if I get new bags, yeah, some stores they don't give you the choice. Lowe's they always give you this plastic bag. So-
Oh,
So
yeah.
you get birthday presents, from your frilly aunts who buy the fancy bag. You got to save that.
Yeah.
That would
Yeah.
work too.
Yeah, that's true.
Harder
That's true.
stock.
You don't want. Yeah,
your
you don't want.
Hallmark
Pay,
stock.
Yeah.
well, you don't want them too hard to rip through though. You don't want too good a quality. Otherwise,
on how-
because
depends
that
what
might
quality
be
of
the
woman you're
one,
looking
and she
for,
just
Don.
doesn't have the nails for it right then. Maybe she was doing some work and she broke.
Yeah. But the
This
one.
really got away from us.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
What planet are we on right about now?
What news story were we talking about?
the safe.
The safe. Yeah, and went to moving
Maximum
furniture and then
capacity.
Yeah.
autoerotic asphyxiation. That's
I-
That's where we go usually on the Life radio shows.
Mm-hmm.
We go from moving safes to safe words.
I did want to say I do want to defend the neighbor because I feel like although the grammar wasn't great, that was a pretty accurate description of what
Yeah.
happened.
Well, it all depends on how it was said. Because you can read
Right.
it and you don't know how it was said. It was like it was heavy, too heavy. No, she squinted. It was heavy, too heavy.
It sounds like she's like a villain from a Stephen King movie warning
Right.
you about something, like an old lady in Maine.
Yeah.
It was like sometimes dead is best.
It was heavy.
Like a Pet Cemetery
Too
type
heavy.
lady, just sort of, I'm going to give you the one-liner that sums this up.
That I can see that now. That's perfect. A Washington sheriff's office reported a strange case of a burglar who was arrested after offering responding deputies a box of donuts as a peace offering. People say cops love donuts, but we don't recommend this method of delivery, said the King County Sheriff's Office, mentioning a June 16th break-in at its substation in Fairwood. What did the suspect steal after breaking into the storefront? Absolutely nothing. Instead, he was found sitting at a table in the back room where deputies usually complete paperwork. The suspect had his feet up on a chair watching TV and had just finished smoking a cigar. The deputy who responded asked the suspect if he broke the window to the storefront, and the suspect casually replied, "Yep." The man said he would rather go to jail for burglarizing the substation than, quote, killing his roommate. But fearing deputies would be mad at him for the break-in, the suspect brought along a peace offering, a fresh box of donuts he just purchased from a nearby grocery store.
Sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name.
So he was thoughtful. He was thoughtful. Didn't want to kill his neighbor. Would rather go to jail, and then...
he probably tried to turn himself in, and they're like, "We're not the future police. We're not going to arrest you for thinking about killing someone." He's like, "Well,"
which clearly you're a responsible individual because you're coming in first before you do killing. So,
he's like, "Well, I guess I got my night planned out, boys. So you'll arrest me one way or the other."
Exactly. Yeah.
And you got to replace your window.
Yeah. Yeah. We could have just taken care of this the easy way, but nope. You police officers want to do things the hard way.
Yep.
It would be a smaller sentence for breaking in a window compared to killing.
Right. Exactly. That's
give him some time to cool off.
Yeah. Yeah. That's all he really wanted was a cool off period.
Yeah. Good some prison cheese sandwiches.
Right. You gotta have that.
Yeah. Relax you. Yeah.
Okay. Where do we go from here? We don't want to do poop. It's too early for poop. A man allegedly placed a homemade bomb behind a Pennsylvania hotel on Sunday and claimed it was a warning that aliens will destroy the planet if humans don't start being good to people.
Yeah, sorry about that,
guys. David Oxenreiter, 29, was taken into custody by state troopers. By state troopers after they responded to a scene at the Bonnie House in Myerstown, a city roughly 25 miles north of Lancaster, where he reportedly lives. Oxenreiter allegedly told the hotel manager he made a explosive device and was keeping it in his room. The manager told him to remove it from the building, and Oxenreiter allegedly placed it next to the dumpster outside the hotel. A state police bomb squad disabled the package, and no one was injured in the incident. So, at least he was a polite idiot. They asked him to take the bomb out of the hotel, so he did. Because all he really wanted to do was warn people of an impending alien invasion.
Desperate times call for desperate measures. You got to do what you got. Sometimes you got to plant bombs. Sometimes you got to put bags over ladies' heads. You just got to You got to do what it takes. That's what I say.
Yeah,
just go all in.
Makes perfect sense.
Mm-hmm.
You just got to find the right way to do it.
It's just I don't know. I can't help but think this is how men make points about, hey, let's be good to each other. Like women bake some cookies and give them to their friends. Men are like, I'm going to plant a pipe bomb somewhere to
tell
teach
them
y'all
the aliens
to stop
did
killing
it.
people. Like, what?
Some people need that lesson blown into their head.
That's true. That's true.
And it's hard. Yeah.
Like sometimes if you're pro-life, you just need to kill a doctor.
That's the yeah.
That's the way.
How do you like it, Doc?
Exactly.
Praise Jesus.
Turns out it was Bugs Bunny.
Yeah.
What's up, Doc?
Yeah.
Didn't he screw around with TNT? Which Looney Tunes character?
I
was
think
the one
all
that was
of them
always,
at one point.
Yeah, just a lot
They
of
all
TNT.
had some real problems.
And that was
Yeah.
fun. That was all in good fun.
Incidentally, Acme Safes
Yeah, there you
involved in Looney Tunes.
See?
Yeah,
Circling back.
There you go.
And then
Nice
Marcia.
callback. Yeah, it's just all of this week's headlines are based on Looney Tunes cartoons. Apparently.
Well,
that's what people are doing now.
That's every week on this show. we have entered into Warner Brothers and Looney Tunes. That's really where we are right now.
As a nation.
Society. Yep. A graffiti artist who was commissioned by the city of Detroit, Michigan, was arrested Wednesday by police officers who thought he was committing an act of vandalism. Sheefy McFly, 20.
What?
You made that up.
Nope. It's right here on the paper that I wrote. Sheefy McFly, 29, was painting a mural on a viaduct on the city's northeast side as part of a multi-year effort to fight illegal graffiti when multiple police cars arrived on site. McFly, whose real name is Tashif Turner, didn't have his city-issued permit on him, according to the Detroit Free Press. McFly said he tried to explain the situation, and the city official even showed up to vouch for him, but police wouldn't budge. Nicole Kirkwood, a spokesperson for the Detroit Police Department, said officers felt McFly wasn't cooperating. The graffiti artist was ultimately arrested on suspicion of resisting and obstructing, and on a warrant for an old parking ticket. So they were nitpicking police at that time. But suspicion of resisting.
They came
Let's
there.
talk about
They came too hard out of the gate, and then the guy's like, "You officers are wrong," and they're like, "No, we're not." And then they're like, "Well, we are wrong, but we're also not wrong. We'll find something we're going to get you on."
Exactly. And
Yeah.
suspicion of resisting.
I hope he goes back and paints that mural of those cops doing something unseemly. That'll be.
Anytime you see, he's got to. That has to happen now.
Yeah.
But anytime you see like the mug shots online, I don't know if you guys ever. I look through them every now and then to see some friends, but it's happened. But you can always tell who's being charged for resisting arrest because they have had the hell beat out of them.
Yeah.
So that's the only time suspicion of resisting arrest comes into play is when you're looking at the mug shot saying, "I bet he did." And then you look out and you realize that. So I didn't know suspicion of resisting could be a crime in and of itself.
I think the problem is you got to give them the donuts before the beating,
right,
as opposed to after.
Or hold them on your face for
That's
padding.
That's
yeah, for extra cushion.
yeah.
Yeah, because if you get the right donut, they have big enough holes you can see through them. So.
That's right.
Yeah, I personally,
don't use a Danish; you'll be blind as hell.
this is like the saddest plug in the world, but if anyone listens to the Guys We've Effed podcast with Corinne Fisher and Christina Hutchinson, my story about police brutality is up on there. If you ever want to find it, it was pretty bad. But on a more important note, does anyone think this might be just Back to the Future 5, Marty McFly goes schizophrenic?
Sheefy McFly.
That's what I'm saying. They changed their names.
That's true.
They do graffiti.
True, yes.
I mean, was there a DeLorean nearby? That's the fact I want to know.
That was totally missing. I bet those cops didn't even look because they were too busy arresting McFly.
He's just trying to get back and get Biff's almanacs, dude. Okay, he forgot to take his meds this morning, and some stuff happened, and now he's calling himself Shiffy and doing some cool graffiti. I mean,
I gotta say though, I'm kind of impressed that Michael J. Fox can paint a mural. Just considering
that's kind of shaky.
But again, Rimshot.
Sorry,
that was give me a sound effect.
That was one I was
some kind of button over here.
That was yet another one I was testing out for most offensive. I apologize for.
I feel like there've been a lot of Michael J. Fox jokes.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
So,
but only because we love him so.
That's true. He is a beloved actor. Yeah.
Well, we found the line.
Huh?
We found the line.
We found the line.
There
is no line.
Step over it.
Yeah. Yep. Step over it. Do we have time for one more? No, we need to plug shows. We need to plug shows and social media, and we need to get all that out of the way. Erica, do you have any social media you want to plug? Do you have any shows coming up you want to plug? I know you said you advanced into the semifinals and the funniest person in Cincinnati, right?
Yeah, thank you. So tomorrow night at the Liberty Funny Bone, we are doing an all-female showcase, Ladies of Laughter, the Smile More Showcase.
Awesome.
That'll be with myself, Kelly Collette, Gwen Sunkel, and what is her name? Patricia Cornblow? Shoot. I should have had this pulled up. Anyway, it's going to be really, really funny tomorrow night at Liberty Funny Bone. Then I am in the Funniest Person in Cincinnati semifinal on July 17th at Go Bananas at 7:30. Come out and vote for me. I'm on Twitter at Xanax Warrior Princess is my handle, but it's, I don't know, just look for Erica Russell. Thanks for tuning in, guys.
Yeah. Luke?
I'll be at Wiley's July 19th and 20th. I'll get my vasectomy on August 14th.
That's the show in itself.
So if you want to get the goods, you got a limited amount of time.
Well, apparently 12 times afterward.
And you got a little bit
4
afterward.
months or 12 times.
Are
That's
you
good.
one of the 12?
Yeah.
Come out to Wiley's and see.
They get less and less. You better get in line early because they get less and
come out to
each
Wiley's.
time.
That's,
Russian roulette with
yep.
the,
Yeah.
Yeah. And I got a bunch of BS on YouTube at Luke Capasso. Just my name.
Yeah. And you can learn how to fix things.
And you can learn how to fix things.
Absolutely.
Really, I just
Tutorials.
do that because people always ask me, "Hey, can you come help me?" And I just send them a link to a video. Be like,
Yeah.
"I've just helped you."
Yeah, good
Help
plan. Here,
yourself.
do it yourself. And
Yeah.
leave me alone.
Yeah.
Wait, I just want to plug on his behalf. Is that where Comics Smoking Crack and Caravans lives as well?
Yeah, that's
Luke
yeah.
does
I
one of
forgot-
the
I
funniest.
forgot
It's
about
one of
that.
the funniest web series I've ever seen. You have to see it.
Oh,
That's
I
on
do.
Yeah,
Luke
they're
Capasso, your
fantastic.
YouTube channel?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It's also it's on Facebook too. If you go Luke, they're all in line too, so they're easier to watch on Facebook actually.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I forgot all about that. Are you still doing new episodes of those? Or?
I've got some written. I just haven't got my button gear to do it really.
I'm telling you guys, it's like Twin Peaks meets Tim and Eric meets like white trash. It's so good.
Yeah, because it's you
Thank
and
you.
Wendy, and is it Doug Morgan now as Magic Fingers? Since the Dale's
We have
involved
different.
anymore?
We have rotating magic fingers. It's still.
I
Dale's
want to
still the
rename the
primary.
episode now.
Yeah,
Ladies love that.
yeah.
Yeah, rotate. Everybody needs some rotating magic fingers.
Keith Irvin, I believe, is on deck to be the next.
Is he?
Magic
Is he?
Fingers, yeah.
I got to get in there sometime.
All right. Yeah. You got
Yeah,
nice
it would
fingers
be
too.
fun.
You got
Yeah.
good.
Well, not necessarily as Magic Fingers. Just I would love to be on that show as a guest.
All right. Yeah.
It's-
Something fair. And you have done your show.
and I
18 times.
appreciate in the opening credits on your show. You're sitting in Wiley's parking lot
Yeah.
and your van and your caravan.
It's Dayton based. Yeah. I got
Absolutely.
send it back.
Rupert, what you got coming up?
July 10th, Funniest in Cincinnati at Go Bananas. And then on the 20th, Buckeye Lodge with Damon Darling in Springfield. 26th is Most Offensive. And also apologies to the Parkinson's Foundation. That's all I got.
All right. Well, you can catch me this Friday at Wiley's. I'll be doing the Almost show. Then I'll be up. I'll be hosting for Luke on the 19th and 20th. I'll also be up on the 21st for the Sunday Comics, and I will also be on the Most Offensive show on Friday the 26th.
Awesome.
So get out and enjoy some comedy. All right, Patrick, let's get the hell out of here. Thanks for listening to the Life Radio Show podcast. Check us out on Eventide Entertainment Podcast Network or wherever you listen to podcasts. Remember, if you want to listen live, we're on Tuesdays from 7 to 9 p.m. on WWSU 106.9 FM, with repeats on Wednesdays from 10 to noon and Thursdays from noon to 2. You can also stream the show live at WWSU1069.org. If you have suggestions or comments for the show, feel free to email thelife1069@gmail.com.
The brutal presence overwhelms me. The brutal presence.
All right. Let's talk turkey about your
Okay,
balls.
okay.